Good evening and welcome to Channel 8 Sports and East Brunswick High School basketball. Hi, I'm John Meggiiolaro. Joining me this evening is Phil Hill, and our third partner in the group, Jim Allender, couldn't be with us. Tonight we look at the East Brunswick Bears as they take on the JFK Mustangs. And Phil, we really don't know that much about JFK.
Well, John, they're really a young team. They have one senior that starts, Ray Frost, and he's much like Rocky Bravado for St. Joe's, a gutty guard, and for J.P. Stevens, a real gutty guard that is their leader. But they're very young. They're 5 and 4 right at this time, and they're also at a disadvantage tonight because they don't have their head coach Ray Newman. His father-in-law passed away this week, so we send our condolences to him and his family. But he will not be here tonight. But they are a competitive team.
Well, for East Brunswick, they come in this game 7 and 2. Against a smaller GMC opponent in terms of school size, and I think physically they're not going to match up that well with East Brunswick. But from what I understand, they played Colonia tough in 2 ball games, and as you know by now, Colonia defeated East Brunswick this year. So you can never discount any team or any opponent.
Well, I'll tell you, I talked to Frank Knoppenberger earlier today, and I got the feeling that he's very uncomfortable about a game. And I can understand him being uncomfortable about a game like this because I don't think the players are up for the game. They haven't been playing quite as well as Frank would like them to play. And when you're a team like East Brunswick, everybody wants to get a piece of you. And this Kennedy team, if they're looking past Kennedy, anything can happen.
All right, so we'll see what it's like on the court in just a few minutes. All right, welcome to this evening's action, East Brunswick against Kennedy. East Brunswick is 7 and 2, Kennedy is 5 and 4. As we get ready for the opening tip-off. And that's Brill to Seattle right away off the tip. And Seattle puts East Brunswick up 2-0. East Brunswick's pressing Kennedy early here. And then they get it up court. Frost looking around. Kennedy, and there's a turnover.
Well, John, East Brunswick is going to full court press on Kennedy, and I think 2 reasons for that. One, they don't feel Kennedy has good enough ball handler, and number 2, I think Knoppenberger wants to get his team in the game early. He wants them excited very early, so he's got them pressing on.
There's Berliner missing. Nice pass from Brill on the inside, but Berliner couldn't put it in. Ball is short by a piece. Here comes Brill. Brill from the foul line. Bears 4, JFK nothing. Opening minutes of the game. This is Frost. And here's Reyes missing. JFK controls. And number 14, Sylvaniak puts it in. So it's Bears 4, JFK 2 now. 6:27 to go in the first period. Adzan, Forte controlling the offense. Inside pass to Berliner. Takes the jumper, he's short. And controlled by the Mustangs. Well, JFK with a chance to tie it up here. Bears by 2, 4-2. There's Frost going by himself. Partially blocked by Berliner. Forte will bring it up for the Bears. And Berliner's fouled.
A nice passing by Chris Brill to Berliner, and Kennedy player actually had position on Berliner, but he went up and snatched the rebound from over him, tried to put the ball back up and got fouled.
Phil, it looks obvious that the Bears are trying to get the ball inside to Berliner.
And this is what Coach Bo Henning, the JV coach, now coaching the varsity for Kennedy, was afraid of. He said he felt that they had to stop Berliner down low, and if they don't, they're going to have a long night.
So Greg Berliner hits his 2 free throws. The Bears up 6-2 now and are pressing. Stolen by Seattle. Forte will take it in on the drive. It's good, and he's fouled.
Good hustle and good movement by the Bears. I tell you, I pointed out early, one thing is clear. Kennedy does not seem to have that exceptional ball handler that can break the press. That's what you need, someone that can handle the ball very well. And they have trouble getting the ball across the half-court line.
Another thing, too, Phil, Kennedy does not seem to match up well physically with East Brunswick.
Well, not many teams in the county will do that.
And Forte hits. It's now 9-2. The Bears with a 7-point lead, 5:18 to go, first period. And you can see the press action by the Bears. Stolen by Seattle. Underneath to Forte, and Forte is fouled. So he'll go to the line.
We've talked about it before, John. Chris Seattle is just dogged defense, good, quick hands, and he's done it again. Stole the ball, passed off to Forte, in order for Forte to draw it out.
And Kennedy's called a timeout. They need to regroup, Phil, early.
They, like I said, they're really at a disadvantage. Number one, not having a head coach here who they're used to and who can steady them. And number two, just dealing with a superior East Brunswick team.
Well, there's no doubt you can see the physical strength of East Brunswick. Not only that, the quickness. East Brunswick appears to be much more quick.
This is the third team that we've done, John. And this is the first team that East Brunswick's been quick in. East Brunswick is a quick team. They played J.P. Stevens and they played St. Joe's. I thought both of those teams were quicker than East Brunswick. This team is not.
As the Bears get ready to come out here after this timeout, we've seen Greg Berliner with a hot hand underneath.
Well, they have what seems to be quiet confidence at this point. It's real early in the game, but you can see it. It's quiet confidence. I mean, they're giving pressure, but it's only token pressure. They haven't been, with the exception of Seattle, they haven't been real dogged. So they obviously feel very secure that they can handle this team.
Ryan Forte will be out the line. He'll be shooting 2. He was fouled just before the timeout was taken by Kennedy. The Bears lead 9-2 with 5:03 to go here in the first period. We're at East Brunswick. The Bears are in the dark uniforms, or their home green. And Brian misses the first one. And misses the second. It's taken down by Reyes. And let's see if Kennedy gets something going on offense. Inside to Stolinski, but the jump ball is going to be called with Zahn. And Kennedy will throw it in. A travel against the piece.
For some reason, John, Kennedy seems to be awful tight. It is early in the game, but by this time they usually loosen up, and they seem to be real tight.
They seem to be bothered by that press, Bill.
That's it.
They can't get any rhythm, and East Brunswick's just standing in their face. As you said, it's a token pressure, token type of pressure, and they're very much bothered by it. Okay, ball is knocked out of bounds. East Brunswick keep it. There's Brill underneath for an easy layup. 11-2 now. The Bears with a 9-point advantage. And you can see that defensive pressure. is Rise with the ball. He's looking for someone. That's Frost. Frost tries to drive. It's blocked by Berliner. He's got it. Coming down. There's Forte underneath. Layup. Misses the layup, but through the foul.
Well, Greg Berliner is playing the intimidator underneath. Anything that goes up, he's swiping at it. And I think he has the Kennedy players thinking about it right now.
Okay, Forte will shoot 2. And he hits the first, making it 12-2, the Bears. And he hits the second. So East Brunswick's up by 11 now. Kennedy shot by, that was Cervanek, is good, and he was fouled, so he'll go to the line.
Brian Forte on the foul there, being a little overly aggressive.
Quite honestly, we haven't had much to report. It's been all East Brunswick.
Well, I'm afraid it may be that the rest of the afternoon, John. Kennedy's just outmanned. It's simple as that.
And Savannah connects it. So it's 13-5 now, East Brunswick. 3:44 to go in the first period. Forte to Ciato. That's Brill, back to Forte. Puts it up and hits. There's the pressure again. And Kennedy has not had a good shot yet this evening. That's Cervaniak, and he makes it off the glass.
A nice shot. A nice shot.
15-7 now. Under 3 minutes to go. First period action. There's a pass by Forte to Berliner.
East Brunswick still has the pressure on.
I'm a little surprised, quite honestly, Phil.
Well, as I said before, John, I think Malcolmberger has him that for his own reasons. I don't think he's worried about Kennedy as much as he's worried about his team. He just doesn't feel they have been playing as well as they could.
Stoklinski hits. Now. East Brunswick's lead cut to 6. Forte looking for someone. Gets it to Zahn into Berliner underneath. And he hits underneath the backboard, but comes up with the ball to put it in.
His tenacity on his part. Knocked out of his hands, grabbed it, turned around, and put it back up again.
Where's your man? Where's your man?
22 is Sopper. He's in now for JFK. As well as Man. Cervaniak, and he's the only player that's scoring thus far for JFK. 17-11, East Brunswick. 1:50 to go, first period. Real on the drive. We're gonna have a jump ball. Nice defensive play in there.
Good hands. Kennedy player got his hand in there. Almost forced the walk.
JFK making some substitutions now. And the ref is doing a little housekeeping. Some perspiration on the floor. Forte will throw it in for the Bears. Ciato hits. Nice pass for Berliner. 19-11. East Brunswick by 8. This is Sopper. A little bit long.
I'll tell you, Kennedy's warming up to the task, it seems now, and they're starting to get back into the game.
Forte calling out the play for the Bears. Ball is stolen by Stopper. Out of position, just threw the ball up. Man recovers though. There's Severniak, he's out. 19-15.
4-point game right now.
There's on the drive, and he's fouled.
I think, John, two things have happened. Kennedy is getting a little more relaxed and getting into the flow of the game, but I think also East Brunswick has taken off some of the intensity that they had earlier. They've done a few plays there that have been lackadaisical. They just haven't been executing properly.
Well, credit the Kennedy team. They could easily give up at one point, down by 11. 20-15 as Zahn hits the first.
That's why you put the down there.
They'll shoot his second now. 52 seconds to go, first period action. And he hits the second. East Brunswick 21, Kennedy 15.
Too late. We had Sean Collins almost going on the court before he was allowed in the game. That could have been a technical. He got off in time.
There's Severniak. Bears by 4. This is Landis. To Brill, back to Landis. Zahn. Inside, looking for Zahn. And a foul is called.
John, I mentioned at the top of the game, this is the type of game that Coach Knoppenberger doesn't particularly like, because he knows coming into this game that the team isn't emotionally excited about their opponent. And when you're not emotionally excited about your opponent and whatnot, strange things have been known to happen.
All right, Zahn will go to the line. He'll shoot one. And it's a 1-and-1 situation. He misses. 21-17. We're down 18 seconds in the first period. Frost with the shot off the glass, yes. 21-19. Ciato on the pass down from Zahn, puts it up at the buzzer, but no good. So at the end of one, it's East Brunswick 21, JFK 19.
A very interesting first quarter, to say the least, John. We were pointing out that the Kennedy team was all but out of the game, and all of a sudden they're back in the game. And it's just the lack of execution on East Brunswick's part. I don't think Kennedy came alive so easily. I just think, as I said, two things happened. They woke up some, and East Brunswick seemingly stopped playing. They lost their intensity.
I would agree with you, Phil. East Brunswick came out, did basically what they wanted to do early, and then just kind of fell back a little bit, relaxed. Kennedy hung in there. Severniak got hot, and they're back in this.
Well, when you can come out like East Brunswick did, you pretty much have sized up the team, and you pretty much feel that you can turn it on when you want to. Some teams can do that, and some teams can't. East Brunswick happens to be a team that can do it, but they have to choose their spots when they do.
Well, let's look at the second quarter and see if that intensity returns. We're starting second quarter. East Brunswick ahead, 21-19, with Kennedy bringing the ball up.
Over the top of it, bro. Watch me out, green ball.
So Kennedy will keep it. Looking to set up a play here under their own basket. This is Frost looking for someone. He found man underneath. He misses the layup. Brill with the rebound. Looking for Berliner.
Well, that last pass played missed by Kennedy's player was knowing the fact that Berliner was around somewhere.
This is Savaniak. He's been hot for JFK, number 14. Here's man inside, up against Berliner. Overshoots the hoop.
That's his second air ball.
And Brill will bring it up. Forte now will look to set something up. Ciato inside to Berliner, and he hits. 23-19, East Brunswick.
Come on, guys, keep it up, keep it up.
There's Savaniak. Misses on the layup. That's Sean Collins with the rebound. Forte underneath, and he's fouled by Sopper. So Brian Forte will go to the line to shoot 2. We've just started second action play here, second period action rather.
Brian's about 50% this first half, but we noted earlier that he's had trouble shooting fouls, and he seems to be concentrating better. So he seems to be hitting a few more of them.
And he makes the first.
And that's all it is, John. Concentration. If you have the proper form, it's concentration.
Forte now will shoot his second. East Brunswick up 24-19. And he hits. Bears open the lead to 6 now. Spaniak to Rise. Rise with the shot. And he's short. A piece underneath. Can't pull it down. But the ball's out on East Brunswick.
You got Mark Harmon coming in the game for Chris Brill right now.
So it's Harmon, Ciato, Collins, Berliner, and Forte for the Bears. Blocked by Forte and stolen by Forte. Nice defensive play. And he'll bring it up court. And he's fouled from behind. Sopper again.
Well, it would do well for Forte to practice his foul shooting, because he's the type of player that's going to draw a lot of fouls. We've seen that in the first 3 games that we televised. He's been spending an awful lot of time at the foul line. So if you're a coach, you're Coach Knoppenberger, you want to give that young man some extra time practicing at the foul line, because he's going to draw the fouls.
We're seeing Brian penetrate more this game than we have in the past.
And Knoppenberger has pointed out that he wants more penetration. He's going to use Harmon a little bit more because he wants people that will drive to the basket.
Okay, Forte misses, and JFK comes down with the rebound. This is Rise with the ball. Good Frost. Inside to man. And the ball's blocked by Berliner, but they're going to call a foul on him.
Gray doesn't seem to feel he fouled the young man at the time. Nevertheless, the foul is called.
And Brill and Landis are going in now. Forte will take a rest, and so will Ciato. (25-19), East Brunswick by 6. This is man at the line. Punch the first one in. This is the second. Collins with the rebound, and Landis will bring it up. for Brill. And it's a turnover that'll go to JFK. Rise trying to drive on Harmon. Frost inside, pushes it up. All out on East Brunswick, so the Mustangs will have it under their own basket. They do just get it in. Man inside. And the foul's called on Collins.
Sean Collins is getting more playing time. He's the young man that transferred from St. Joe's, and as the season goes on, it looks like he's going to get more playing time. He's a huge young man.
All right, JFK will inbound it once again. A lot of pressure. There's Frost by himself underneath, and he misses the layup. Brill with the ball. Landis to Harmon. Harmon loses it, but Brill recovers. Back out to Landis. To Brill with the shot. Yes.
Nice. Very nice. Good movement of the ball.
27-20 East Brunswick. 4:57 to go here in the second period. Ball's knocked out by the Bears.
Good defense.
And Ciano will come back in for Mark Harmon. There's Cerniak. Oh, way up on the backboard. Leonard to Brell, save. Ciano makes the nice save. But JFK controls. Inside, this is Cerniak. Yes, he hits. 27-22. I feel he's the only one that's been scoring.
He's a fine-looking ball player. I'm impressed with him.
Berliner back out to Brill. But Berliner way over the basket. Frost with the shot. No good. Saved by Mann, but stolen by Collins on the pass. Brill to Berliner. No good. And Mann with the rebound for the Mustangs. 3:24 to go. East Brunswick by 5, 27-22. East Brunswick's ready to make some wholesale substitutions. Stolen by Ciano. To Berliner. And he hits on the layup. 29-22. The Bears by 7.
Nice hop. Yeah, wait a bit, wait a bit.
Stolen by Landis. And Rise knocks it away. Forte's on and Steenvoorden will come in now. And a timeout by JFK. So East Brunswick with a 7-point lead, 29-22. 2:47 to go before halftime.
John, looking at East Brunswick team, you might ask yourself one question. Why doesn't Knoppenberger just simply post Berliner down low and let him do his thing? Well, there are a few reasons. Berliner's a senior, first of all. If you look out in the crowd, not a whole lot of people here, but I think you see maybe a scout or a coach from Rider College, and there may be a few others in the crowd. And once a young man that has done as much for the program as Berliner has done, you want to show everything that he can do. The fact of the matter is that if he goes to one of the Division I schools, he's probably going to be a small forward or a guard. So they want to show that he does have that outside touch. So Knoppenberger knows that he probably can win this game freelancing, so to speak. So you're going to see Berliner out there taking the shots to show that he can make those shots. If the game gets tight, make no mistake about it, they will post him down low and simply get the ball into him and let him muscle it up.
Yeah, that's a good point, Phil. And he has been taking a lot more shots from the outside than we've seen him lately. All right, and the Bears will throw it in. Forte looking for Berliner. I'll tell you, just a comment, as outstanding a player as Berliner is, I sense he needs to gain some maturity on the court.
Well, they say, according to Jimmy Allen's article in the Sentinel this week, he says that he's grown quite a bit in maturity. But a lot of that's from the summer leagues and the cockiness and the talk and all that stuff. But a lot of coaches like that. A good college coach feels that he'll probably be able to tame that and use it to his advantage.
All right, that was a PC for Kennedy with the layup underneath. 29-24, Kennedy. Berliner underneath, misses.
He does seem to be doing an exceptional amount of crying today.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of belly aching, quite honestly, and that gets old real quick, particularly with the referees. Anyway, this is Verniak, the only real hot player for the Mustangs, looking for an opening. There's Frost outside. Can't make it, but a piece underneath. He misses on, sweeps the board. And Forte will slow it down. Looking for Berliner underneath, Steenboard. Comes in now. Steenboard. No, Forte will come out. So Brill will throw it in. To Steenboard and back to Brill. Underneath the Berliner. And a foul is called. That's on a PC. .125 to go, second period action. East Brunswick up by 5, 29-24. And Berliner will go to the line. It's the first. 30-24, the Bears by 6. And Berliner misses the second. Rebound by Steklinski. And Sopper will bring it up for the Mustangs. Stopper pressured and a foul called on Brill. Ciotto comes out and Forte returns. Looking for someone, he hands off the rise. They still can't get the ball underneath. There's Mann with it. Over Berliner and hits. 30-26. Down to 52 seconds in the second period. Here's Berliner with the shot. He hits. 32-26. Again, pressure now by the Bears, and a foul is called. I believe it's on Brill. It is.
1-1. Let's go. 2.
Rise will go to the line. The foul was on Brill. Down to 36 seconds. Rise misses. Steen Gordon with the rebound, Forte, and he'll wait for the rest of his teammates. Open shot. He's got it. 34-26. The Bears up by 8. 20 seconds to go before half. JFK looking for a man underneath, it appears. Here's Saviniak driving, forces one up. Man with the rebound, at the buzzer misses. So that's the end of the first half here at East Brunswick. The Bears with an 8-point lead, 34-26. And Phil, as we said, East Brunswick is doing pretty much what they want to do.
They're doing pretty much what they want to do. I'm sure Coach Knoppenberger wants them to show a lot more. Again, they seem to be, excuse me, John, I have to scratch his throat here. They seem to be keeping Kennedy in the game. And they turn it on when they want it, and they turn it off when they want it. They have to keep it turned on. They have to get ready for the counties and the states, and they have to be consistent. They got some big games coming up down the road.
I agree, Phil. The Bears are right now entering the heart of their schedule in terms of playing, sometimes with a day rest in between, sometimes back-to-back. And so I would think that Coach Knoppenberger is looking for that consistency, that high level of play to get them ready for the GMCs and the states.
Well, yeah, they're still young men, and no matter what you say a lot of times, they size up the opponent and they'll play according to who they're playing. If Perth Amboy was in here and Colonial was in here, you see a different type of ball club.
Okay, at halftime, it's East Brunswick 34, JFK 26, and we'll return in just a moment with second half action. All right, we're getting ready for second half action here at East Brunswick. The Bears up on top, 34-26, and Phil, I know you're going to fill in for Jimmy here and give us some stats.
Yeah. Well, for Kennedy, we got Mike Saviniak has 15 points, and I understand he's either hot or cold. Last game he was 1 for 15 for East Brunswick. Berliner with 11, Forte 10, Brill 6, Seattle 4, and Zahn 2.
And there's Zahn right underneath. Nice pass from Brill. So East Brunswick up by 10 now, 36-26. And that's Saviniak there with the ball. He's been the hot player for the Mustangs. Stolen by Forte, but retained by the Mustangs. This is a PC, no good. And knocked out by Seattle.
With fouls, only Brill has 2 fouls, and for Kennedy, Nick Apisi has 3 fouls.
As we've said from the beginning of the game, JFK has had trouble matching up with East Brunswick. And Zahn is called for a charge.
Offensive foul, clearly. He dipped that right shoulder and leaned into the man, and that is an offensive foul.
And the Bears are back to pressing again. Frost, and it's stolen by Seattle.
Seattle with the quick hands once again.
Zahn, outlet to Forte, to Berliner. Yes. East Brunswick by 12 now, 38-26. Phil, I sense East Brunswick's trying to break it open right here.
I think Knoppenberg had some very pointed words at halftime.
Saviniak looking around and decides to go underneath. Left-handed layup, nice play. He doesn't look much like a basketball
He doesn't.
player.
I can't believe he was 1 for 15 his last game, but according to one of the coaches, when he's hot, he's hot. When he's not, he's not.
Forte Ciato trying to get it into Berliner, but knocked away. There's Severniak. Ooh, in and out. Berliner with the rebound. And Brill brings him down. Forte, nice fake. And he's fouled.
Forte once again to the foul line. I'd have him a half an hour extra at practice.
Well, Forte will go to the line. Brian misses the first. East Brunswick by 10, 38-28.
John, did you notice Berliner and Forte seem to be having some words?
I picked it up, Phil, and it's something that concerns me. And I'm sure it's going to concern Coach Knoppenberger. Anyway, Forte hits the second. Bears up by 11 now. Kennedy, that's Staklinski. They look like they're trying to get the ball underneath more. Forte to Ciato. I see Berliner is sitting. Coach Knoppenberger took him out and put Steenvoorden in.
And he's about to come right back in, though, John.
And Steenvoorden is going to be called for reaching over.
That's exactly what he did. Knoppenberger says Steenvoorden is probably his best all-around player. The kid can play any one of the 5 positions. So that makes him a very valuable young man.
Well, he's shooting 57% from the field and 70% from the line.
He's
and
a pretty good ball player.
the kind of guy you want to come in. Cervaniak.
This kid is unbelievable.
39-32, the Bears lead cut to 7. It was one time an 11-point lead here in this period. Berliner with the turnaround. No good. Ciato and Steenvoorden pulls it down. Ciato again looking inside. And Kennedy with the good defense. Rise takes the shot over Forte. No good. Brill with the rebound.
Kennedy's showing good movement, however.
Brill underneath the Berliner. And he's fouled.
I think we may, in this stretch before the third period's over, you're going to see more of that. You're going to see more getting it down to Berliner and letting them muscle it up.
Mark Harmon in for Ciato. Berliner hits the first. It's 40-32. And man comes in for a Staklinski for the Mustangs. And Berliner with the second. JFK looking for the opening. Sopper with the ball. Sylvaniak looking for an opening. Sopper to man.
Good defense by East Brunswick. Good defense.
There's Savaniak. Nice move.
I've said it time and time again. I don't know when the last time we've seen a performance by unheralded young man.
Will. Underneath, looking for Steenvoorden, but Harmon comes up with it, no good. Steenvoorden, no good. Steenvoorden has it. Harmon has it now. Berliner to Brill all by himself. He's short. Brill will take it again. Forte, Steenvoorden. Nice pass to Brill underneath.
Real nice play. Good pass by Steenvoorden, and Brill put it in nicely.
East Brunswick now leads 43-34. Stolen by Brill to Harmon on the break. Harmon is fouled by Sopper.
Good hustle.
Now Harmon will shoot two. 2:26 to go in the third period. East Brunswick up by 9. Hits the rim.
Mark Harmon missed that shot, but John, I got to tell you, I feel before the season's over, Mark Harmon is going to be more of a factor in this East Brunswick team.
Well, there's no doubt about his athletic abilities. It's just, I think more he's feeling comfortable playing on the varsity level. And he hits the second. Sometimes a basket like that, Phil, can give a young man the confidence he needs.
For you.
43-34, East Brunswick. Man, looking for someone. Sopper. This is Capola. Looking underneath the man. Man has it. Short. Brill with the rebound. Knocked away by Sopper. Nice defensive play. And Capola will bring it down for the Mustangs. He'll slow it down a little bit. Down to 1:30 in the third period. East Brunswick by 10. Underneath for Man. He's got it. Falls and gets rid of it. Staklinski, Capola by himself. In and out. No winner with the rebound.
No one on Kennedy team, but Savaniak can buy a basket.
Nice pass. Brill to Berliner.
Just the way he drew it on the board.
Bears by 12, 46-34. 35 seconds to go in the third period. This is Man underneath, turn around. Steenvoorden with the rebound. Forte quickly up to Brill, and they're going to call a charge on Brill. And they're going to bring Savaniak back in.
Here's a young man coming in the game, Trent. And speaking of Knoppenberger, he's had a lot of fine things to say about this young player.
Now Brill will take a rest. So East Brunswick has Forte, Trent, Ciato, Steenvoorden, and Berliner out on the court. 22 seconds to go in the third period. Bears by 12. There's Savaniak. Missing.
got to shoot.
At the buzzer, no good. So at the end of 3, it's East Brunswick 46, JFK 34.
Well, John, it seems like East Brunswick's own task is to defend Cerviniak. He's the only guy that seems to be doing anything for JFK, and if they can stop him, it wouldn't be much of a game at all.
Well, Coach Knoppenberger's using his bench more freely than we've seen thus far this season.
He seems, I'm sure he feels he has things in control, and if they're going to get ready for the playoffs, they got to have some depth on the bench, and they got to get those young guys some experience. They don't have quite the experience overall that they had last year. And speaking of last year, John, I talked to Middlesex County's Player of the Year last year, Keith Montesesky, and he has left Trenton State College. He says, quite frankly, the program wasn't what he thought, and he and the coach had some problems. He's looking to transfer to Lafayette. Educationally, he wants to get in the law, and he figures that might be a better plan for him altogether. So we wish the young man good luck. Keith should be playing somewhere.
Oh, I think he'll help that Lafayette team out. All right, so the Bears come out for the last 8 minutes of tonight's contest. And as Phil mentioned, they pretty much have things under control. So we should see a lot of players coming off the bench for the Bears. As for JFK, they've had a rough time this evening. They just could not match up with East Brunswick, but nonetheless have played a hard game.
They've been competitive.
Frost underneath, off the glass. Nope, Berliner with the rebound, out to Trent. Ball knocked away by Rays.
Trent got clobbered, but no foul.
There's Berliner on the outside, and he hits. 48-34, East Brunswick now by 14.
He's got a nice touch for a big man.
And we're going to have a foul called against Forte.
Forte gave a hit on that play as if he was playing safety for the football team now. Hit the young man, but good.
This is Rays with the ball. Pass to Staklinski. Knocked out of his hands. Nice play by Berliner. Forte all the way. Dishes off to Berliner. And a little rebound, and it's in.
It's the touch.
And JFK will call a timeout. East Brunswick 50, JFK 34.
Well, John, we got a big day coming up Monday, and we would hope that as many East Brunswick fan and alumni as possible would come out to the Meadowlands for Dave Wohl event. That should be an exciting affair.
Yeah, it's nice, you know, that local connection. And I had the pleasure of watching Dave play while I was in high school.
Great ball player.
And he could play basketball, no doubt about it. Had a fine pro career and moved on to the Lakers and coaching and the Milwaukee Bucks before that. And now with the Nets, having a little rough time, but I think Dave Wohl is going to be coaching in the NBA for some time.
I agree with you. He's a young fellow, and they just got to get their chemistry together. But again, East Brunswick should be proud. I mean, he's put East Brunswick's name out there in the spotlight, and we should be out there Monday to support Dave Wohl and also support our team, which will be playing Perth Amboy.
Good point, Phil. Yeah, the Bears will be there to play the second game rather of the doubleheader against Perth Amboy. The first game is the Nets against the Lakers, so you'll see some fine basketball action, as well as be part of the ceremonies to honor Dave Wohl.
Should be a good night.
Okay, we have the last 7 minutes of this game. The Bears up by 16. Enciato with the bad pass to Trent. Ball's blocked by Frost. Trent again, and he's fouled.
I guess Trent felt, hey, I'm in the game. I don't get to touch the ball that much on the varsity level. it got knocked out of his hand, and he decided he's going to go right back up with it again, and he drew the foul. So I know how he feels. I used to come off the bench a lot, and I would put it up anytime I touched it.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So we didn't want to say anything. We all know that football was your sport.
And ping pong.
And bumper pool. Berliner with the rebound to Seattle. I'd like to see him shoot a little bit more, Seattle, but Berliner takes it in. Is looking for someone. Staklinski comes out for it. Frost now will shoot it up. Trent, he throws it away. Frost underneath to Staklinski.
That was a reaction pass by Trent. He threw it in, he should have looked in through.
You know, Phil, I sense that this JFK team is better than what we've seen tonight. Berliner, once again. And well, you pointed out they just can't buy a basket.
Well, the coach told me that Frost was the man to watch, and Frost hasn't been that, Raymond Frost hasn't been that involved much in the game at all. So perhaps if they could get Saviniak and Frost on at the same time, and the other guys playing the roles, they probably are a better team.
There's Staklinski, puts it in and was fouled. 55-38, East Brunswick. 17-point lead by the Bears with 5:38 to go in the game. Staklinski misses. It was in a 1-and-2 situation. Brill to Berliner. Just misses. And Staklinski pulls it down. Seattle with the steal and the foul. Foul is on Staklinski. Seattle will go to the line, shoot 2.
I don't know how many times tonight have we seen Chris Seattle steal the ball. I know it has at least 4 or 5 times tonight. He's just got those quick hands. I'm partial to defensive players anyway, and he just plays good, solid defense.
That he does, and he hits the first. The Bears up by 18 now, 56-38. And Chris finishes it off, 57-38. And the walk is called on Frost.
We haven't seen much of Bill Zahn in the second half. I don't know if Coach Knoppenberger's just giving him a rest to let some of the other guys play, or whether he injured himself or not, but we haven't seen him much.
Frost comes up with the turnover. There's Staklinski underneath. Can't hit. Man, he can't put it up. Forte with the ball. Forte on the drive, blocked by Mann. Frost to Saviniak. And he hits.
What can you say?
Knocked out by East Brunswick. 57-40.
Saviniak has 23 points right now. He's on fire.
That's Frost. Can't hit. And Berliner will bring it down for the Bears to Forte. And he's hit from behind.
Brian waited a split second too late to pass the ball off to Seattle. As soon as he saw him, he should have passed the ball. If he would have, Seattle would have been in with 2 points. Nevertheless, again, Brian Forte draws a foul.
4:11 to go in the game. East Brunswick has this one well in hand.
I'll tell you who might be pretty happy tonight, and that's Mike Plumba. he does some of everything around here, and he's usually involved in crowd control. And the last 2 games we've done, he's had to be rather active. Tonight, he doesn't have to worry about that.
So Mike catches a break here this evening. And he's a great help to us here at Channel 8,
He certainly is.
Forte. Just missing. 57-40, the Bears by 17. And he hits the second. Bears by 18. Down to 4 minutes. Here's Saverniak. That time he's denied, but he fights his way up again for the basket.
See Bill Zahn back in the game.
It's Forte, Brill, Ciato, Berliner, and Zahn. Nice play by Sopper for the Mustangs. And Harmon will come in for Ciato. There's Brill. Nice touch.
From that range, you can almost count on it every time. Brill will hit it.
Ball's out on East Brunswick.
Good defensive play by both Zahn and Brill that time.
And Brian Forte will sit down. Landis is in, and Sean Collins comes in for Zahn. Good play by Harmon. Underneath, PC misses. Brill to Landis, to Harmon, who will shoot it. Yes. 60-42. I'm sorry, 62-42.
Mark Harmon showing a nice touch there.
The Bears by 20. Underneath the man. Man can't hit. Apisi hits.
Man's done some of the most circus-type shots tonight. Unfortunately, he hasn't hit any.
And Coach Knoppenberger calls a timeout with 2:47 to go in the game. East Brunswick 62, JFK 44.
Saverniak has 23 for Kennedy, and Berliner has 25 at this point for East Brunswick. So those are the 2 key men for each of the team right now. Even though East Brunswick has far more of a supporting cast than Kennedy is giving Saverniak.
Well, we see some new faces coming in for Kennedy. And we'll see Coach Knoppenberger make some additional changes.
Let's go, Green.
The officials saying, "Let's go, team." Shalakas is smiling. Shalakas smiles when he's sitting on the bench there with Knoppenberger, but when it's his team, you don't see any smile. He's all over the place.
Okay, Trent will throw it in for the Bears, number 12. To Harmon, to Sawicki, who's in, Sean Collins, and Landis. So a whole new 5 for the Bears. Stolen by Sopper, blocked by Harmon.
Well, you're looking at the team of the future for East Brunswick there, all underclassmen.
Good defense by Harmon. He's going to take it himself. Yeah.
Mark Harmon showing that great athletic ability.
Bears up by 20 again, 64-44. This is a PC. We're under 2 minutes to go in the game. And another case of Trent not looking.
And he'll get over that. I've watched him in the JV games. He's a real good ball player. And maybe on the varsity level, he's just a little bit nervous, but he's going to be a real good one for East Brunswick.
Mark Mataseski is in now for the Bears, number 10. These young guys are aggressive.
Hey, they got varsity time, and they're going to make the best of it.
And a foul is going to be called on Collins. And PC will go to the line.
That Mataseski, that's the third one? How many Mataseskis are there?
I don't know, but that's the third that I've seen here on the court over the years. PC will go to the line for the Mustangs. 1:41 to go. East Brunswick leads 64-46. And he misses the second. Collins with the rebound. And Landis will bring it up for the Bears. Mataseski. To Landis. Knocked out by JFK.
Come on, go pop. Go pop on the offense, Danny.
Landis to Harmon. Stolen by Frost. Frost will take it in for the layup. Harmon to Sawicki. And he hits.
Nice shot by Sawicki. High arching.
58 seconds to go in the game. Man, having trouble. Merritt's had trouble all night. Stolen. Foul called on JFK, and Mataseski will throw it in for the Bears. Down to 49 seconds. And Sopper tries to steal it, but goes out of bounds.
It's a good look at Mataseski right there. Good looking kid.
They all resemble all the brothers. I do. Harmon to Mataseski. Off the glass, no good. And Capola will bring it up for the Mustangs. And he'll take the shot. Collins rebounds, and Harmon is fouled. Well, with 23 seconds left, just play out the string.
Yeah. Well, this is an important time to us, John, but for these young players that are in there now, this is it's a very important time to them. They want to get a basket. They want to get a point. They want to take advantage of their opportunity to be out there on the varsity level.
And it's good to see these young players come out. It gives us some insight, and it gives the fans some insight as to what's ahead. And as you said, they have to have that playing time, because at any given game, you may have to call on one of these young men.
That's the truth.
Harmon hits the first and the second. The Bears now lead 67-48. 20 seconds to go. Under the man, and he's fouled by Sawicki.
I think it's time for you to leave man alone.
He's worked hard enough for a basket.
He's worked awful hard tonight. The point is, he just hasn't got that many baskets. He's made a number of circus shots and with men on him, but the ball hasn't gone in.
Well, when you think about it, Phil, poor man, He's turned around and Berliner's been in his face. He's turned around, Zahn's been in his face, or Steenvoorden, so he hasn't had the ideal opportunity. Bears by 18, 68-50. Here's Trent. He's going to pass it off to Mataszewski. He hits. Nice pass by Trent.
And for all the talk about, man, he is a sophomore, so he'll be back to haunt East Brunswick.
And that should be it. East Brunswick by 20, 70-50 over the JFK Mustangs. Phil, it was kind of an unusual game in the sense that East Brunswick came out, they pressed, went up big early, then kind of became complacent. JFK got back in the game. They were only trailing by about 4 points there at the end of the first quarter. East Brunswick came back out, started to open it up a little bit more. And finally, by the middle of the third period, they just broke it open.
Well, but the truth be known, John, East Brunswick, when they came out in that very first period, they took the temperature of this Kennedy team, and they knew that they could beat this team. They knew that they also could turn it on practically when they wanted to. You take away Cerviniak, and not much else happened today with this Kennedy team. The fact of the matter is, this game only means something to them as far as gaining stature in the county and state tournament. It's not a conference game, and otherwise it really doesn't have too much importance. The kids weren't really up for it. You could see it very clearly. Knoppenberger was concerned about that, but I think things turned out just the way one might expect it.
Well, a win's a win, and in this game it was a 20-point win. So East Brunswick improves their record to 8-2, and they play this Saturday against Carteret. Not the same Carteret team that we saw last year, but still a good team, and one that East Brunswick's going to have to take much more seriously than they did tonight.
I agree with you 100%.
And we at Channel 8 will be covering that game here at East Brunswick High School. That's a 1:30 game for the varsity. So make a note of that. It's not an evening game. It's at 1:30. It's an afternoon game. And so Phil, Jimmy Allender, and I will be back here Saturday to bring you the East Brunswick Carteret game. So for Phil Hill, I'm John Meggiiolaro saying thanks for being with us.